Okay, everybody, this is our game that we created. It's called Breaker, or sometimes Space Breaker, but we were a little lazy and decided to just leave it a Breaker. There's two ways to control it. You can either A, control it with the keyboard, using the left and right to move your paddles, M to mute the annoying music, play the game, and escape to quit. And then with a Wiimote, A is your two button to basically do everything, continuing, B keeps the paddle right, minus will quit. And also we implement a little cheat function, so if you keep the plus key, it'll allow you to just skip over levels and move through, which is what we're going to use in this video. So to start the game, there's two ways. You can either use a mouse and hover over play, and it'll show you that it'll turn a little bit blue to let you know that you're on it. Or I'm just going to use a note and just hit play. So this is our first level. We have 10 levels in the game. You notice in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen down here, we have the score and lives. Each block is worth a certain value. The higher the block, the more it's worth. The lower blocks are worth less. I'm using the A and B buttons to move the paddle back and forth, and the down arrow will stop the ball's movement. The ball moved back and forth, reflecting off objects. So the paddle itself has four distinct regions. On the edges of the paddle, it'll send the ball off at an extreme angle and a greater X speed. If you get the ball kind of towards the middle of the paddle, which I will try and fail at multiple times, and oh, I just died there, so my life will be decremented. So we'll launch it again, see if I can achieve this. See if it comes down. Yep, it'll come off at a less than angle, kind of allowing you to aim the ball similar to a game like Brick Breaker on a BlackBerry. One of the other things that we implemented is a second paddle feature. If you hit up on the D-pad, you'll get a second paddle that behaves with the same traits as the lower paddle. So again, you can control the ball, you can move it around. One of the things you have to avoid, though, kind of, is if you get the under paddle hit, sometimes the ball will just ricochet into the above paddle really quickly, and it makes it really hard to return. Easy way around that is, again, you can just get rid of the upper paddle by hitting the up tab again, and it won't be there anymore. So those are kind of the basic functions of the game. So this is just level 1, and it'll take a while to run through, so I'm going to cycle through some of the levels. Every time you beat a level, right there I hit the plus key cycle, you'll get our next level screen. So you'll hit space, or on the Wii, you'll press A. So press A, so this is our second level, kind of a mix there. And third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and the really long 10th level that takes for freaking ever. So you'll notice the score in the corner is still carrying over even though I'm skipping levels. If I were to beat the last level, I'll get taken to the victory screen, where I can either go back by hitting the B button on the Wii, or plus to go to a second round. If I go to a second round and then hit A, my score is still retained over here on the right. If I decide to hit the main menu, my score will be reset to 0. So this is kind of a persistent scoring method that we put in place. So we'll launch the ball, and also each time you beat a round, the ball will move a little bit quicker. So that's kind of a feature we have in there to increase difficulty. So with that, I guess I'll show the game over screen, and that's basically all we got. So let's increment my lives to 0, and there we go, game over. So there you just exit out by hitting A or hitting the escape key. Or space, I'm sorry. So with that, that's our game. Hope you enjoy it, play around with it, and don't get too bored. Thanks again, this is Ryan Miller, and my partner was Ryan Turner.